Hi everybody, my name is Sarah William and I'll be presenting to you today FEMA's Individuals and Household Program. I won't be presenting this presentation live because of a medical issue, so instead on the next slide, I'll insert a picture of myself. And here is the lovely me, and I hope you guys like it. So let's get down to business. FEMA's Individuals and Household Program, IHP, basically is a program designed to provide funds and services for the necessary expenses and serious needs to disaster victims. Some of the general program requirements are a person must be a U.S. citizen. Another requirement is a person's primary residence has to have been affected, and any damages that have been made to their primary residence has to have been caused by this disaster. Just like any other program, IHP has its limitations as well. The IHP program is not designed to cover all of a disaster victim's losses, nor is it intended to restore a victim's damaged property to the condition it was before the disaster. Another limitation is, by law, it cannot cover losses that are already covered by insurance companies. Types of assistance that the IHP program offers are temporary housing, repairs, replacements, permanent and semi-permanent housing constructions, and other needs. Basically, the temporary housing boils down to money that is provided so that these disaster victims can have a place to live. Housing needs. Housing needs. This is an important part of the IHP program. It basically lets a victim know that the money that is given to them is only limited to make a home safe and sanitary. That's just about it. IHP will not pay to return a home to its pre-disaster conditions. The money, however, can be used for woods, windows, doors, floors, septic and sewage systems, as well as other water systems. The picture on the left shows a home after a disaster has hit. It's not livable, of course. And the picture on the right shows after FEMA has stepped in. The place is basically sanitary and safe, and that's it. Other needs is another type of assistance that IHP provides, and it's equally as important because it provides grants for medically and dental expenses as well as funeral and burial costs. It's no surprise that there are deaths in a disaster, and sometimes disaster victims need money to bury their loved ones. Here is another list of other needs that the grants provide money for, basically, which are necessary educational materials and cleanup items. And lastly, here are some key things to keep in mind. FEMA's Individual and Household Program is not the only program that FEMA provides. This is not the be-all, save-all program. It is not made to build a house from the ground up at all. And another thing to keep in mind is disaster victims need to know that they need to use this money appropriately. If it is not used to fund the necessary things, then they forfeit their right to participate in the program. And lastly, this program can definitely be used with other things. So as long as they're made aware of these programs, then they should be fine. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. Bye!